about this course. What are the things that we are going to go through in this course, an introduction to Oracle 11g? What is a relational database? From the logical perspective, a relational database has things to put data in, called tables. Those tables have structure applied within them that allows you to break things up into pieces. You can also organize those tables and link them together into related tables, which is why it's called a relational database. Those tables are also known as relations. Essentially, relational databases use very basic set theory in mathematics in order to join tables together and join information together and split it up into pieces that make logical sense. You'll see as we go through it. Architecture. The architecture of Oracle. Oracle database has a very specific architecture which is not completely dissimilar to other databases, but Oracle database itself does have some specifics. You may have heard of things called table spaces and data files and redo logs and archive logs. Some of them apply to all types of relational databases. Some of them are specific to Oracle database. Installation. I will show you how to install Oracle software from both the client side and the server side, and then how to configure it. The basics. Nothing too complicated. Configuration. Configuration is a part of installation, but you can also change your configuration at a later stage, many months or years after your installation has been done and completed. There are various basic factors that we can go through that I can show you how to do. They're very important when on the job. There are various tools that you can use to work with Oracle database, both on the server and on the client, such as a tool called Oracle Enterprise Manager for monitoring the database, a tool called SQL Plus for changing things in the database, and SQL Developer, and so on and so forth. We will go through all those. And then we get to tables and SQL. Tables and the structured query language. A table, as I already said in discussing the relational database, is a thing that is used in a relational database to store data. SQL is the structured query language, which is the language that is used to read data from those tables. So what do you do with tables and SQL? You read data with SQL. You can also filter the information that you pull from tables. In other words, you actually tell it, well, I only want to retrieve this data and not all of it. You can sort data, which means that when you read data from the database, you can actually change the order in which it's output. You can summarize, so you can aggregate data and produce summary or aggregation sets of data based on all the data that you've read. So in other words, you summarize and get less data than you would normally do if you didn't aggregate. Joining. We will talk about joining and how you actually join the data in different tables together based on the relational structure between the different tables. And also there's management of the database. Management of the database involves basic configuration, installation, startup, shutdown, etc. The simple stuff.